All right, welcome back to Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard, sitting in for Mike Scott. Let's go ahead and bring in our next guest, Torey Ivanic. Torey, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Now we're talking, before I mutilate the word,
Homeopathy.
Homeopathy.
Yes.
Now, this is what exactly?
Homeopathy. I use dilute doses of natural substances to stimulate the body to heal itself.
Wow. I like this. Now, give me an example of what kind of... Is that herbs and stuff?
Some herbs, so mostly plants, animals, and minerals are what the remedies are made from, but they're homeopathic remedies. So they're the little globules. Sometimes you'll see them in vitamin shop, or even our regular pharmacies will have homeopathic remedies, and they're just those little pellets.
Are they all natural ones if you're going to the drugstores and stuff, or do you have to buy them somewhere else?
No, you can buy them at a lot of normal pharmacies now, but you can find them at Whole Foods and at more natural food stores. But I carry my own homeopathic remedies in my office that are made at a homeopathic pharmacy.
Now, are these just one herb, or are they synergies of herbs, or
one specific?
For different
for
things?
Each person. No, not for different things.
Ooh.
For different people. So I treat people. I don't treat diagnoses.
Ooh, now let's talk. So, how do you treat the person with an herb?
So when you came to see me in my office, we would sit just like this and talk for about an hour about all kinds of different things. So say you came to me for a rash on your arm, but we're still going to talk about all different kinds of facets of who you are, how you respond to stress, how you sleep at night, what kind of energy level you have. And I look at that overall picture, and I pick the remedy that fits that picture best. So I could have 5 people here with rashes, but I'd probably give them 5 different remedies because they have 5 very different symptom pictures.
Wow. How'd you get into this?
Well, I am a physician assistant as well, so I have worked for about 10 years as a PA in an allopathic office, so a Western medical office. I had the privilege of working with the late Dr. A.J. Rice out of Three Rivers, and he was an MD that did homeopathy, so I got to learn homeopathy hands-on from him. And so I was working as a PA and doing homeopathy in an integrated clinic, but for the last 2 years now, I've opened my own homeopathic practice, and I do it outside of my PA job.
It's almost, they call you like the hippie doctor, or?
Kind of,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. When Dr. Rice first started practicing, he was living in a teepee up in Three Rivers, and he didn't have a phone, but he was also practicing as an ER doc, and they had to have a phone line put into his teepee. So, yeah, definitely, it's a little bit hippie, but it's actually not, people think of it as an Eastern type of medicine, but it's not. It was founded in Germany in the 1840s. By a German physician, and so it has a very medical background, and it's more of a Western than an Eastern type of medicine.
Tell me what different types of herbs and things that you prescribe for people.
Well, so it's herbs and things. It's not necessarily herbs. It's plants, animals, and minerals. So the remedies are made from natural substances. So there's a remedy made from a honeybee. There's a remedy made from sulfur. There's a remedy made from all kinds of plants. I mean, so pulsatilla is a little windflower that lives up on a mountain. There's a remedy that's pretty popular that's made from that. There's more than 3,000 remedies, and I have at least 500 in my office. And so there's all different kinds of remedies, but usually people fit into either the plant, animal, or mineral type of personality, and so that leads me to which remedy they need.
When you say animal, what do you mean?
Like, there's a remedy made from a honeybee, so animal remedies.
Okay.
You know, there's remedies made from tiger's milk and things, kind of crazy things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do doctors send people to you, or do people get fed up with doctors and come to you?
Unfortunately, usually people get fed up with doctors and they come to me. I named my business Homeopathy first because I've been practicing in Western medicine and doing homeopathy for 10 years, and I really think that homeopathy is the best first step, rather than going through all these different tests and procedures and ending up in the homeopath's office because nothing helped you. So I would like to see more people try homeopathy before they go through everything else, but really the reality of it is most people land in my office when they've tried everything else. And I still help about 80% of the people that come to my office, so it just proves to me that it's a good thing.
Give me an example of someone that came to see you and what they were going through, what you gave them, and what happened afterwards.
Okay, I'll give you some general examples because I obviously have confidentiality with my patients, but lately, it's funny, but some people tend to come in groups. So I had 3, 4, 5 people in a row with chronic headaches, some to the degree of migraines, some young, some older. So each of those different people I did give different remedies to, but for example, say someone's having headaches 2, 3 times a week. When I see them for their 6-week follow-up, they're usually having headaches maybe once a week, maybe once every other week by that point in time. So gradually, it's not necessarily an overnight fix, but gradually they'll see their symptoms just spread out and get less severe.
Did you prescribe the same thing to all those people?
No, I did not, because that would make it, homeopathy would be really easy if you take this for your headaches. You take this, and that's what allopathic medicine does, right? Everybody comes in with asthma, everybody's going to get an albuterol inhaler. 5 kids come to me for asthma, they're probably all going to get a different remedy. So it's not an easy, quick decision. That's why I spend an hour with my clients.
And it's just something they ingest.
It dissolves under your tongue. Just little pellets that dissolve under your tongue. It is included in my costs, my visit, so I give the remedies with the cost of the visit.
Oh, really?
You can buy homeopathic remedies over the counter at a lot of pharmacies, but it's not the strength that I carry in my office, and they are very inexpensive when it comes to comparison with pharmaceuticals.
What about insurance?
Well, if I was
recognize
practicing, not the way that I'm practicing now. If I was practicing as a PA in an MD's office, I could bill insurance. The problem is that the insurance industry is set up for 5 to 15-minute visits, not hour-long visits, and so usually even in an MD's practice, I will not get reimbursed the amount that we need for me to be productive. So homeopathy is usually not covered by insurance. It is listed now, but the cost doesn't match the time frame. So
I understand.
The system.
How did we get a hold of you?
I have a website, homeopathyfirst.com. I have a phone number, and it's 559-679-8718. I have a great little office in Exeter, so it's only about an hour from Fresno. And I have a Facebook page. You can connect with me there. I also have a blog on my website, so you can kind of see some of my perspective.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's very interesting what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a drive out to Exeter one day.
I would love that. I would love that.
Thanks
Yes.
for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on Central Valley Business. Stick around.